Hi, I am Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist. A lot of people think men are just visual, that attraction is only skin deep. But when it comes to long-term connection, the kind that actually lasts, what many men are drawn to runs much deeper than looks. And for those who have done even a little healing, the traits that keep them committed are not flashy or surface level. They're often invisible to the outside world, but deeply felt by the man who values them. This might be helpful to hear whether you are trying to understand your partner better, or just trying to figure out if the love you are offering is being seen for what it is. Because at the end of the day, we all want to feel seen, not for our performance, but for the heart we bring to the table. And when that recognition comes, it changes everything. Number 1, emotional stability. And one of the things that comes up over and over again in the therapy room is emotional stability. It's not perfection, not someone who never gets upset, but someone who does not spiral into chaos or punishment when things get hard. Men often feel safest with partners who can ride emotional waves without turning those waves into tidal destruction. It makes space for trust, for vulnerability, for softness, especially in a world that often tells men they cannot be soft anywhere else. Emotional safety is not just a luxury, it is the soil where lasting love grows. When a man finds someone who allows him to bring his full emotional range to the relationship without fear, he does not just feel accepted, he feels at home. Number 2, support and encouragement. Supportiveness is another big one. Not just cheering from the sidelines, but being truly invested in his struggles, his growth, and his wins. A love partner who believes in him, even when he forgets how to believe in himself, that stays. That kind of presence becomes a refuge, and it is not about grand gestures. It is the everyday moments, the late-night pep talks, the small reminders, the way you make him feel less alone in his quiet battles. When a man knows that you are not just with him, but for him, that your love is not conditional on him. Being on top all the time, it becomes one of the rarest and most anchoring forms of love he can know. Number 3, trust and loyalty. Then there is trust, loyalty. That sense that you are on his team even when he is not at his best. It is a big deal. Men often carry wounds they have never spoken aloud, so when they choose someone to open up to, are looking for emotional safety, someone who will not turn intimacy into leverage. Someone who sees their flaws and stays anyway, not out of obligation, but out of love. Loyalty in this sense is not about blind devotion, it is about emotional safety. It tells them you do not have to be perfect to be loved. And that message is revolutionary for someone who is taught to earn their worth. Number 4, shared values and long-term vision. Shared values might not be glamorous, but they are foundational. Alignment around things like family, ambition, and lifestyle becomes the glue that holds things together long-term. Because chemistry fades and hard seasons come. But when you both care about the same core things, you have a map. And maps matter when the path gets rough. Shared values mean you are building in the same direction, even if you occasionally take different roads to get there. It is less about having identical lives and more about holding the same compass. That kind of alignment cannot be forced, it has to be real. Number 5, humor and lightness. A sense of humor might seem lighthearted, but it is crucial. Being able to laugh together cuts tension, builds inside jokes, and reminds both people not to take everything so seriously. It is not just about being funny, it is about being emotionally in sync enough to find lightness together. Humor can be the bridge between two different emotional worlds, especially when stress and conflict show up. It is a shared language that makes the heavy moments bearable and the quiet moments memorable. When a couple can still laugh together after everything, it means something vital is still alive. Number 6, attraction beyond looks. Physical attraction matters, but what often matters more is how a woman carries herself. Confidence, kindness, the way she engages with the world. That is the kind of beauty that lingers. It is not about having a perfect body or face. It is about being alive in your own skin, being grounded, being real. Men are drawn to authenticity more than they often admit, because realness creates presence. And presence is what makes someone unforgettable. The way you walk into a room, the way you speak with intention, the way your energy settles the space around youth, that is what leaves a mark. Number 7, intelligence and emotional depth, and finally, depth. Intelligence. The ability to hold a conversation that does not just skim the surface. Men want to feel mentally and emotionally challenged in a good way, stimulated, pulled out of autopilot, especially those who are craving a deeper kind of bond, something that does not just entertain them, but moves them. Intelligence here is not about degrees or triviate, it's about curiosity, it's insight, and the willingness to engage beyond the surface. Emotional depth turns a relationship from something convenient into something transformative. Number 8. Reclaiming your worth. So if you are wondering whether you are enough, or if what you are offering is valuable, do not measure yourself by noise or comparison. The real connection has always been quiet, shows up in presence and consistency, in the kind of warmth that does not need an audience. If you bring these qualities with authenticity and love, know that you are not behind. You are rare. And the right connection will recognize you not as someone to fix, but someone to cherish. Have you experienced a love that valued you for these things? Or are you still holding space for it to arrive? I would love to know. Share your thoughts in the comments below. In the next episode, we will explore the quiet traits that make a man stay, what he values beyond beauty. Until then, trust your worth. It is not invisible to the right person. Just because it has not been seen yet does not mean it never will be.